What's up, guys? How you doing? Rich Redmond here. I'm the drummer in the Jason Aldean band, and today we're in beautiful West Palm, Florida. Getting ready to play a show tonight. Warming up here backstage. This is typically what I do an hour before the show. I get out my practice pad, and they usually have a little bit of practice pedal here just to get the blood flowing. But I just want to share some tips with you today. How to make your grooves fatter, meaner, more muscular, have them percolate a little bit more. We've all heard drummers that play loud all the time, and their strokes are at this level. Well, I think what really separates the men from the boys and the women from the girls is incorporating strokes and taps into your drumming. So when you hear somebody play Wipeout, that kind of stuff, or Sing, 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 there's a combination of high strokes and low strokes, taps. So a stroke is anything that is from 8 to 12 inches, and then your tap is closer to the head. So what I do to warm up is I usually do this exercise consisting of eighth notes, stroke followed by a tap. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and stroke, tap, stroke, tap, stroke, tap, stroke, tap. And what I do in the right hand, I also do in the left. So these are big, broad strokes that I use because my drumming that I do with Jason Aldean is on the louder side. But I want to make sure there's dynamics to my playing, so I incorporate the taps. Another thing I do, speaking of broad strokes, is 8 strokes on each hand in eighth notes. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and all strokes. And then you could do a measure of each and go between the two. So great. Now, the strokes and taps, you could take this pattern and you can apply it to what I call the money beats. And the money beats are the 5 beats you need to know to make a living in popular music. And the first one is, you've heard this a million times, kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare, boom, schmack, boom, schmack. I call it the boom, schmack beat. 1 and 3 on the kick drum, 2 and 4 on the snare drum. Now this is a groove that is the basis of all popular music. It transcends cultures, language barriers. It speaks to this, and it's my favorite groove. I'm going to show you on the drum set how you can apply this stroke tap pattern and the all stroke pattern, those 2 different patterns, to the hi-hat. Because you hear a lot of drummers, their boom schmack sounds good, but they're playing a little bit on the lighter side on the hi-hat. So to give your playing more percolation, more muscularity, more musicianship, incorporate the strokes and taps, and it will sound something like this. And if you wanted to drive more, all strokes. I call that my 8-8 concept because there's 8 eighth notes to the bar in 4/4 time, and they're all even. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Let's go out to the drum set and I'll show you what I mean. Come on. We're talking about strokes and taps and the importance of strokes and taps and how they can make a difference in your drumming. And what I want to do is just show you that same beat, that first money beat. Boom, schmack, boom, schmack. 1 and 3 on the kick drum, 2 and 4 on the snare drum. I'm going to show you 2 ways to play the hi-hat to make it sound different and more muscular than this. You see a lot of drummers do this when they play the hi-hat. The tip of the stick, I want you guys to remember to use the shank of the stick and then the tip of the stick. So you get this. It really drives it and creates a forward motion to the groove, almost like a shaker. Another thing you could do is to play all the notes evenly with the shank of the tip, the stick. So I'm going to play the groove 2 ways, and I'll switch back and forth between the 2. First way, stroke tap. 1, 2. Now I'm going to play all the notes even the shank of the stick. And now I'm going to go back and forth between the two so you can see the difference. So as you can see, by incorporating strokes and taps into your drumming, especially on the hi-hat cymbal, it gives more percolation, movement, and a point to the beat when playing money beat number 1. Boom, schmack, boom, schmack. And in future lessons, we're going to discuss other money beats, so stay tuned.